Welcome back to the Expressions of Destiny podcast. This is Jennifer, and good morning. Today is Teachable Tuesday. It is a day where we talk about all things business, but as you know, every time that we share, and every time I just get to talking, we end up just talking about God and just how good He is, and how we look to Him for everything, every decision that we have to make in life, everything that we go through. If He is the center of it all, it doesn't mean that things are going to be easier. It doesn't mean that, life is going to be perfect. But it just means that you have that love, that support, that strength, that endurance to be able to press through and get through those things, coming out stronger on the other side. And so I wanted to just come and encourage you today, as I always do. It is my heart just to encourage you. But one of the topics that was really on me, I know I have shared so many times, and we're just going to dive right in here today, but I have shared so many times about how just in our life in general, talking about my husband and myself and our daughters, when it comes to business has been seasonal. Everything that we do is always going to align with whatever gift or talent or ability that God has given to us. The passions and the desires within our heart. That's why we're so big on just reminding you that whatever your passion and your desire is, those things that you love to do, that is part of your purpose. We don't just brush it off as, oh, well, that's just one of the things that it's a hobby. It's a thing that I enjoy, but I can't really earn a living or start a business based off of that. You should. You really should, because we are going to be more successful, more prosperous, more used by God when we take the things that He has placed inside of us as a desire and we use them to uplift and encourage other people, to help them every day, to serve them. That's what business is serving others. And so one of the things that I thought about was, we look at success in this world as being a part of one thing and never changing, being in one position for years and years and years, and we don't take the time. Like we might focus on and see the length of time, the commitment aspect of it, but we don't really take time to look at the seasons within that commitment. And so what I wanted to bring to you today is, as you are working towards those things that you desire, as you are dreaming big and you're focused on what it is that you want to accomplish in life, the way that you want to change this world, the people that you want to serve and you want to help and you want to bless, whatever it is, we can dream really, really big, and there is nothing wrong with that. Have your dream. Look forward to it. Work towards it every single day. I mean, we say, sweat and just drive that thing, whatever it is. But in waiting for that thing, in waiting for it to happen, because sometimes it can get tiring, sometimes our patience can run out, and sometimes things may take a little bit longer than what we expected to really happen and manifest. But as you are waiting, don't forget to engage and to appreciate the smaller things that happen day after day after day. Those smaller opportunities that God gives us to be a blessing to others. Those moments in our day where we might have an opportunity to talk to someone, to smile at someone, to remind somebody what kindness and love looks like. They may not be used to that. They may in their life have endured a lot of strife and anger and frustration and people, mistreating them. They may not know what kindness and love looks like. Take the opportunity to be the joy in somebody else's life, to make someone laugh. They may be having the worst day ever, and because you came along and you shared a joke with them, or you did something just completely out of the ordinary, or you were just acting dumb, it doesn't matter what it is. If you made them laugh, that may have been the only moment in their day where they experienced joy. If you have an opportunity to pray for someone, pray with someone right there in the moment. Not don't worry about it, I'll be praying for you. Stop and pray with them. These are those opportunities that really mean more, honestly, than the bigger picture. Seeing and waiting for that big thing to happen, wanting to see that dream accomplished, we oftentimes forget about the little things in between that got us to that place, that finally brought us to a place of arrival where that dream has manifested. Think about all the opportunities that you have right now while you're waiting for that thing. All the opportunities now, today, in this moment, that you can do and be something great for someone else. And so this is going to be a very short episode today. I don't really think there's any more that I need to say in regards to that, because it was just one of those thoughts this morning that, like I said, we are all waiting for that big dream, and some of us may dream bigger than others, but the bottom line is that we all have a goal that we're headed towards, and sometimes we just sit and wait for that thing. We may be working hard, we may be striving for it, but we sit and we wait for that one thing, and we don't realize all the other ways that God is using us day after day after day. That is fulfilling purpose. That is part of your purpose. And so go out there and love somebody today. Go and be an encouragement. Ask somebody if they need help. If someone expresses that they're hurting or they're frustrated, stop and pray with them. Be that love of God that they may need in this moment, because they may be struggling with being patient and waiting for their big dream and their big project and thing that they are working so hard towards. And in praying for them, God begins to refill and restore us as well in our waiting. And so I just want to leave you with that today. Thank you again for joining me on the Expressions of Destiny podcast. I'm so grateful to all of our listeners. And like I always say, it is just our desire, my husband, myself, our daughters, to be an encouragement to you every single day. And if we have done that, then we have fulfilled purpose. And so we love you all. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you back here probably on Friday. I think we're back to our regular schedule now. So until then, God bless.